It's the Daily Dog.
Hey y'all, welcome back to the Daily Doug. Thanks for being with me today. Y'all, you have arrived on a Monday and y'all know what that means. We're going to get things started off right with a Metal Monday selection, and I am happy that you are here because for the first time in quite a long time, I am listening to music by the band Alice in Chains. So I have only reacted to one of their songs previously, and that was their song Nutshell, which I reacted to all the way back in episode number 210. Nutshell was originally from their third album. Today, we're going to go back to the beginning with Alice in Chains with their song Man in the Box, which is from their debut album called Facelift, released back in early 1991. The band was formed in Seattle, that's where they're from, in 1987, which made them one of the early leaders in this musical movement, this metal and grunge movement. And they rose to prominence along with other bands from Seattle, including Nirvana and Pearl Jam and Soundgarden. Man in the Box was their second single release following We Die Young. Those also happened to be the first and second songs on the album, We Die Young and then Man in the Box. Lane Staley wrote the lyrics for this particular tune, and he's told Rolling Stone back in 1992 that he had started out writing about censorship. Quoting Lane, he says, "About that same time, we went out for dinner with some Columbia Records people who were vegetarians, and they told me how veal was made from calves raised in these small little boxes, and that image stuck in my head. So I went home and I wrote about government censorship and eating meat as seen through the eyes of a doomed calf." So in this sense, I think the Man in the Box becomes analogous to a calf kind of trapped in confinement. And each of these people, a man in the box or the veal calf, are only fed what their handlers want them to be fed. And so I think that's their point of view for this track. We've got Lane Staley on lead vocals, Jerry Cantrell is on guitar and the talk box and backing vocals, Mike Starr is on the bass, and Sean Kinney is on the drums. I'm going to make use of the original studio recording. Here is Man in the Box by Alice in Chains. Off we go. Oh, that sounds relatively familiar, that riff. But it's a vague recollection. Heavy riff. Bum, 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 that subtonic to there. Pentatonic minor. Nice. E flat minor. I think they're tuned down. And his voice is butter, ain't it? Buried in my shit. Harmony. Back to one. That's Lane and Jerry. You can hear that talk box. Wow. Wow. It sounds like Bon Jovi on the guitar, right? The 3, 7. 4. Up to 3, 7. Down. Nice. Feed my eyes, now you've sewn them shut. Yeah, listen to that. Now I'm the dog who gets beat. buried in your shit. I love the multiple vocals there, the harmony. Jerry's playing guitar. New track underneath it. A lot of color. Awesome vocal. Jesus Christ, deny your maker. He who tries will be wasted. Feed my eyes, now you some then shut. Who are we supposed to believe? Who has credibility? It's a lovely riff. It's pentatonic minor. Sol, te, do, fa, me. Do, fa, sol, me. I got my solfege mixed up. But I know what the notes are. Yeah, it goes, they're in E flat minor. Let's see. B flat, D flat, E flat, then A flat, B flat, G flat, A flat, G flat, E flat. All the black notes, by the way, on the piano. So it's a pentatonic minor riff. They're in E flat, and they've got that riff going dunt, 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 hanging out on subtonic before they go back up, and then they go sol, te, do, fa, sol, me, fa, me, do. There, I got the solfege right. Wow, great tune, great tune. Like I said, that riff has vague recollection in like my the recesses of my high school brain from 30 years ago. You know, but I really don't know the song, but now I do. And I'm happy to hear it. This song was originally nominated for a Grammy for hard rock performance, but they lost out to Van Halen that particular year. So Jerry Cantrell, the guitarist, said this about the song's message. He said it's how government and media can exert control over the public's perception of events in the world, and they build us up into a box by feeding it to us in our home, and that the song is about breaking out of that box and looking for meaning and context outside of the box that has been constructed for us. And I believe that those are quite wise words here. I wouldn't have known anything about any of this if we didn't have interviews with the band members, because the lyrics themselves are quite opaque. They could refer to any number of different things, but the band was, I think, interested in encouraging people to think for themselves, to have some autonomy, and to be on the watch for propaganda and irrational messaging from any source, whether it be the government or media or anybody that is looked to with authority on a given subject. So they are telling us, beware, don't be the man in the box. because it becomes difficult to get out. Once you realize you're there, it's going to be tricky to reestablish your autonomy. Great tune that I think has earned its place as one of their more well-known tunes. Great riff, unbelievable vocals, a great guitar solo there in it. What more do you want on a Metal Monday? Alice in Chains, Man in the Box. I really enjoyed this one. I hope y'all did as well. And we will see you next time on another edition of the Daily Doug.